Hi everyone, I hope you all are fine. Today, once again, I have appeared in front of you with a new video, and this video will tell you if Donald Trump is afraid of Iran. Is Donald Trump is afraid of Iran war? Does he want to exit from the Iran war? If so, why? If not, why not? Why Donald Trump now is talking about exiting from Iran war? Right? Let me share with you some stories that has been published in the week on 3rd April 2026. It is the week is a magazine of the United States of America. From that magazine, I read that article. The article heading is Trump looks for the exit in Iran. So let me share with you here this the latest vision or the latest scenario or the latest status of the United States of America, particularly Donald Trump, in relating to Iran war. Okay, Donald Trump has sent 6,000 U.S. troops on standby for a land invasion. When President Trump said this, that he will invade on land to Iran, Iran's political leaders or top leaders said or warned that their coffins, only the coffins of the land soldiers, will come back to the United States of America. That is why, that might be one reason that being afraid of Iran's threat, Iran's retaliatory remarks, Donald Trump has been afraid of Iran. Okay, so President Trump this week changed course yet again and indicated he would seek an exit from the war in Iran without attempting to reopen the Strait of Hormuz to oil and gas shipping. Oil and gas normally comes through the Strait of Hormuz, and that is a long strait but narrow strait, and it is completely under control of Iran. And it is heard that Iran has installed installed some mines under the water. If United States of America or Israel sent its submarine or missile, or somehow it tries to regain or recapture or get back or free the Strait of Hormuz, it would blast the mines, and the U.S. troops or Israeli troops or maybe its allies will be killed or will be defeated at once. So he is very much aware of that scenario, and that's why might be another reason that he wants to furl his sleeve from Iran war. Right. So, and through this Strait of Hormuz, that nearly 20% of world oil supplies usually pass. Earlier in the week, Trump threatened obliteration of Iran's civilian power plants, desalination plants, and oil wells, a potential war crime unless the strait were reopened. He threatened, and he thought that Iran is a small child, and Iran will be afraid of him, and that will subdue, that will bow down in front of Donald Trump. But actually that did not happen. And that is why he is somewhat frustrated. And in his hometown and in his homeland, in the United States of America itself, there are too many campaigns or too many criticism against Donald Trump, because few days ago we have seen that in the United States of America, King's Rally, no King's Rally or campaign took place, and there are nearly 90 million people gathered throughout the United States of America, and that is a great challenge. They challenged the authority authority of the presidency, which I think what is said pushed the base of the White House. Okay, so the Pentagon has sent Marines and combat troops to the region for a possible attempt to reopen the strait by seizing control of its roads and or by occupying Kharg Island. Yes, another thing is that the United States of America was planning to capture Kharg Island, which is a hub for Iran's oil exports. But with gas prices soaring over a $4 a dollar has been hiked. Okay, this is for the first time since 2022, and the equity markets seesawing. Okay, so Trump backed away from the steep political costs of possible U.S. casualties and of extending the war by months. He is indicated that he will walk away and let NATO allies go and open it themselves. He has also raised his hand. He said that I will not alone fight against Iran, because this is the first time in last 77 years Donald Trump or any US president failed to get the cooperation from NATO allies, because the Article 5 of NATO says that if any country in Europe or in North America is attacked by any other country, it will be considered as the attack on all or whole NATO countries. So at present there are 32 countries of in NATO, and none of a country NATO alliance or NATO members has come to help Donald Trump except Israel and Donald Trump. German defense minister has said this is not our war. China it doesn't come. It is not a member of NATO. Canada discarded, or Canada disallowed to, and Great Britain, Great Britain also rejected his proposal to help. Then Italy also did not help. France did not help. Not even Japan also did not help. Not a single country or NATO member has been agreed to help in this satanic attack against Iran. So the hard part is done. Get your own oil, he said. Then he indicated that he was ready. He was ready to what will do. He is ready to walk out. He is ready to walk out from Iran war. And Trump also said that the bombing, that the hard part is done. Get your own oil. Trump said this. As the week went to press, Trump was scheduled to address the nation to explain why he believed the war had been won. He is thinking that the war has been won, and the majority of his work has been done. He has accomplished, or he has won the war. Do the leaders in the world are mad, or they are capricious, or they are incapable to understand? Does he think so? Where did he get successful? Where did he succeed? Did he succeed the war? No, he was not successful. He did not own the battle. He did not own the war, because Iran is still strong, and there are many countries who are helping morally, and if necessary will join the war against Iran, against the United States of America. So for the past week, Trump provided varying objectives for the war. He said that one goal was he said that one goal was over. What was that goal? That goal was to what I said, that Iran's nuclear capacity. He has destroyed Iran's nuclear capacity, and he said that near bomb grade uranium remains in the country, presumably inside its bombed nuclear sites. Trump also said that bombing campaign had led to regime change, although the hardline rhetoric Islamic Republic remains in control. And how many bomb grade uranium remains in the country? 970 pounds of near bomb grade uranium remains in the country. 970 pounds. Okay, so Trump reclaimed that Iran's new regime president had asked for a ceasefire. But where is Iran's new regime? Who will say that Iran has attained a new regime, or Iran's president or prime minister or the chief religious leader has been defeated or dead or become or died? No, nobody is dead except Khomeini. So they all are there, and Donald Trump is saying that the new regime has been started. So he put Iran's trust levels with the US at zero. So he said, but one thing, very interesting thing is that Iran, which has not changed presidents, is engaged in non-negotiation, said Foreign Minister of Iran, Abbas Al-Ghachi. He put Iran's trust level with the US at zero. So Trump said the strait would automatically open once the US pulled back. Ibrahim Ajiji, head of the Iranian Parliament's National Security Commission, disputed that, indicating the country would now choose not or could pass the charge toll. That strait will certainly reopen, Ajiji said, but not for the US, not for the enemy of Iran. The Strait of Hormuz will definitely become open or be open one day, but that will not be open for the US. That will not be open for Israel or its allies. Okay. So what the columnist said, Trump's triumphalism is hard to reconcile with facts on the ground, said Jachari Besu in Axios. By conventional military measures, the US and Israel are dominating, but a hostile hardline regime is still in place in Iran. Iran's nuclear threat remains and is continuing. Stranglehold over the Strait of Hormuz is threatening to measure. Right. So, Strait of Hormuz is threatening to metastasize into a long-term strategic crisis. Trump's approval rating has sunk below 40%, and 6 in 10 Americans disapprove of his handling of the war. So, within America itself, Donald Trump is unpopular. 6% out of 10 persons have disapproved his handling of the war in Iran. So Trump cannot leave the strait in Iran's grip, said the Wall Street Journal in an editorial. The US may be a net exporter of gas and oil, but a de facto Iran war over Gulf shipping could cause higher global oil prices for years. And just think what it would say about the credibility of US deterrence. Opening the strait by force is simply not an option, said Yavo Gallant, the Free Press. The narrow waterway can be easily mined and has nearly 100 miles of shoreline where ships are within range of Iran's missiles. So Iran's drones and missiles have put the US on its back foot, said Nicholas Kulish in the New York Times. Iran's continuing attacks on Iran and Gulf countries attest that it has thousands of remaining missiles and drones which can destabilize the region and inflict a punishing cost on its foes. The president's tragic miscalculations on Iran reveal a blind spot, said Janan Ganesh in the Financial Times. Certain that everyone is driven by selfish material concerns, he doesn't grasp that human behavior can have a moral or ideological root. It is hard to conceive of a president less suited to tackle on a revolutionary state with the ideological conviction to sustain a protracted fight against a hated enemy. Trump has provided the worst wartime political leadership in US history, said Elliot Cohen in The Atlantic. The president failed to line up allies or court national unity in a time of war. The preening, bellicose Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth has cast the conflict as a holy war between Christians and Muslims. Trump's other advisors are no better, an array of toadies and lickspittles operating beyond their competence in an atmosphere of organizational chaos. So this is the scenario. Donald Trump thought that he will win the war, and he is now thinking that he has already won the war, but in actual sense the war has not been won by Israel and USA. Rather, still Iran is strong and getting stronger day by day with the help, with the military help, with the economic help, or with the technological help from its allies and some of its BRICS countries, I would say. And in the future, if Donald Trump once again tries to attack in full-fledged to Iran, then there might be a third world war. And if the third world war happens, then the dominance of the United States of America will be finished, and there might be rise of BRICS countries in the days to come, and the BRICS countries will then lead the global economy, global politics, and global institutions in the days to come if the third world begins. But if the third world begins, for that purpose Donald Trump himself will be completely responsible, because from the beginning of his second term he has started to create problem by either aggressing or by annexing or by attacking or by imposing tariffs or by arresting Venezuelan president or by insulting the Ukrainian president Volodymyr Zelensky, or by treating the migrants or treating the immigrants of the United States of America. So in this way he has become an I would say a distrustful person or of the world leaders. Now because of him only America is getting weakened, and it will gradually weaken day by day till his last day in office. I hope that God will give good sense to all the people so that the world really remains in peace, world can do progress, and there is safety and security of people, all people, irrespective of caste, gender, creed, color, social position. So with this hope I would like to conclude here. Thank you very much. If you like this video, I would request you to like this, share this, and you will put your comment, right? Thank you very much.